I'm Cait Reynolds. I'm your Friday Fictionista. This week we're talking about cover artwork. What makes for a good cover, what makes for a bad cover, what you like, what you don't like. My own experience as an author with making a cover, and just going from there. So the cover for Downcast really didn't involve me much. My publisher, Book Trope, worked on it, and I have Jennifer Gilbert and Sherry Ryan at Book Trope to thank for this gorgeous cover. Sherry Ryan is an incredible designer, and Jen Gilbert really found the heart and soul of what my book was about, and she worked with Sherry to make this happen. And I honestly had very little to say. Yes, that is Denny Basenji in the background. I had very little to say about the cover. I could have had a lot more input if I wanted to, but part of what I think as an author is that I stick to what I know best, which is writing and the words and the vision. And I leave graphic design, layout, all that stuff to the people who do it for a living and are experts at it. You know, in a sense, it's really an economic proposition. What's the opportunity cost of me taking time away from what I do best and produce best to be involved in something that I may or may not be very good at? So my philosophy is, unless there's something really egregious that I just can't stand, I'm not going to stand in the way of my cover art. I think covers are meant to sell books, and I have faith in the people who market and manage my books that they know how to sell them best. A good cover is kind of like the definition of pornography. I can't tell you what it is, but I know it when I see it. For me, a good cover is something that is well done. The Photoshop is very finely tuned. There's good graphic management, good graphic balance, all of which is subjective and in the eye of the beholder. And there are people who study this and who pay people to study this. My opinion is really just my opinion when it comes to it. However, there is one thing that, if anything, will drive me nuts about a cover. It is font. Oh my God, people. Can you please, if you are designing your own cover or using a pre-made cover, pick a cover that knows how to use a font. The glowy typefaces that don't seem to sit into the depth of the cover, those don't work. They look cheap. Really, trust me. Fonts are so important. I think in some ways the font of the title can make or break a book. It really, really can. So I think if there is one thing I would like to say to cover designers and authors who are doing their own cover designs or managing their own cover design process, please, if there's one thing you're going to spend the money on, spend it on a good font. That will make all the difference in whether your cover looks professional or whether it looks like you paid $35 to have somebody cobble it together, or worse, did it yourself. Not saying that it's worse. I'm just saying that I have seen a lot of homegrown examples that leave a lot to be desired. And I've seen some professional examples that leave a lot to be desired too. Let's just say art is so fallible, as are we humans. Finally, I want to apologize for the mess that you've been seeing behind me the past week or so. I am getting ready to go on a trip for 2 weeks. I will be in La Bella Italia, and I'm very, very excited. So what you see behind me, besides Denny grooming himself, is the pre-trip chaos that ends up in my perfectly organized suitcase with all my travel documents in one place and everything organized so that I have an itinerary, I have a schedule, I know what we're doing. But there is that period of chaos beforehand. However, I am going to pre-record the next 2 weeks of Fictionista videos for you so that you will not miss me at all. You will miss me, won't you? I mean, hypothetically, if I were to be gone for 2 weeks, you'd miss me, right?